About Scarlet's murder?
It didn't happen until late at night. I was in bed when I got the call.
You were in bed. I thought that... never mind. I wanted to ask why you're accusing Jackson even when the police aren't sure.
Listen, Val. Everyone knew that Jackson carried a torch for Scarlet. He was at the club with her last night, got in a tussle with one of her old flames, took her outside and killed her. We have motive, opportunity, and a witness.
So why haven't the police arrested him?
Because no one in this town is on the up and up. No one. The only thing that's worth anything is public opinion. And without it, the rule of law is sold to the highest bidder. Sometimes the only thing that stands between right and wrong is a good story.
Then nab Jackson.
I'm on it.
Huh? I guess she was right.
Valerie, go check out the crime scene, then head to the station and talk to Chief Wilkins and see what happened.
Sir?
You've interviewed people before. Tell him I sent you. He's an old friend of mine. And Val, make sure you bring back a story.
On the job for a month, and I'm already causing headlines instead of reporting them. Scarlet was murdered right after I exposed the mayor's illegitimate child. But then there's Jeremy Kaufman, who was madly in love with Scarlet. Was he mad enough to murder? And then an eyewitness placed Jackson here. But who was this eyewitness? Who could be behind all of this?
Hey, watch it, Dal.
Hey, you bumped into me!
Bit of spunk, eh? So what's a bearcat like you want over here?
Aren't you... I want a job.
Bit wet, ain't ya? Let's take a look at them games. So, what's your name? Great name, Dal. Go inside and look for Ginger.
are you?
Are you Ginger?
What's it to ya? Yeah, thanks. I got plenty more.
So you were in the alley last night?
You ain't no cop. I already told the cops.
My name's Valerie Porter. I'm a reporter from The Informer.
A reporter? Make sure you put my name in the paper this time. Like I already told the cops, that prize fighter who came in with Scarlet, he got loud with that director fella.
Jeremy Kaufman?
Yeah, I think that was his name. Anyway, Scarlet got mad and smacked that boxer fellow right in the kisser.
And then what happened?
Oh, that bimbo got right angry and dragged Scarlet out back.
And no one followed Jackson outside?
Who would take on a man that size? Even that director Kaufman sat back down.
And where were you?
I was on stage, but I could see the whole thing go down. My set finished soon after, and when I got outside, Scarlet was dead, and that boxer was running down the street.
I found a handkerchief with the initials JK outside. Do you think that could be Jeremy Kaufman's?
What do I look like? Some sort of genius? I'm just happy they caught Jackson.
Chief Wilkins?
Formerly.
Excuse me?
Listen, I'm busy. What do you want?
Sorry to bother you, sir. My name is Valerie Porter from The Informer. My editor, Gerald Hart, told me to come see you.
Yeah, I remember you in the alley. You must be the new Sharon.
Yes, I am.
Here, make yourself useful.
Looks like we're all done here. Do you mind if I ask you something?
If I've learned anything from Jerry, it's that I can't stop reporters from asking questions. Off the record, we didn't have enough evidence to bust Johnny, but Sweeney was squeezing us to arrest him.
Before you could find more evidence?
Before we got to the scene.
What?
The station got a call around midnight about a murder. I got the call at home because they said it was a high-profile case. Before I even had my pants on, I got a call from the mayor.
How did the mayor know about the murder?
That's what I was thinking. Before I could ask, though, he was saying an eyewitness saw Johnny Jackson beat Scarlet Velour to death. He suggested that we nab Jackson before he fled town.
So what did you do?
Well, I told him that I'd look into it. Obviously, we weren't going to arrest anyone until we had enough evidence.
So, did you get enough evidence?
You saw the report. What do you think?
Well, it was just lying there, but no, it seemed like you had very little.
We had no murder weapon, no motive, and only one witness whose statement had more holes than the Kaiser's War.
And you told the mayor?
The mayor would have none of it. To make matters worse, your muckraker at the Informer, Terry Morgan, all but condemned Jackson as the killer.
And so you chose to resign instead of arresting Jackson.
On the record, I chose to resign for personal reasons. Off the record, I wasn't going to be Sweeney's lapdog.
What's Jackson's side of the story?
Why don't you go ask him yourself?
Thanks. I think I will. Hello, Mr. Jackson. So, did you do it?
Don't waste time, do you? Nah, but if I find out who did, I'm gonna kill him.
Can you tell me what happened?
Sure, yeah. I met Scarlet at the joint after the fight. Everything was Jake, having a bit of whoopee, till that dandy Kaufman shows up. He's already half under, starts making Scarlet uncomfortable, so I invite him to step outside. Must have been more tank than I thought, 'cause he agreed.
To fight you outside?
Yeah. Anyway, we get out back and it dawns on Scarlet that we're gonna scrap. I mean, what'd she think we was gonna do, dance? So anyway, Scarlet gets all balled up and starts pleading with me not to hurt him. I tell her to pipe down, but now she's on the floor begging. I sees the two of them and realize I'm the chump here.
And so what'd you do?
I left.
You left?
Yeah, that was it. Left her there all dolled up in her glad rags with the drunken dandy. Next thing I know, cops are busting down my door telling me I killed Scarlet.
You left her in the alley with Kaufman?
Yeah, it was pretty obvious they had something I wasn't privileged to.
According to the report, Ginger Vandetramp, a dancer at the gin joint, says that you went out there alone. Do you know why she would say that?
I got no idea, except that she works at the club and Laszlo owns the joint.
I saw a photo of the two of you together, and you seemed quite chummy. Why would he get her to lie?
You know what? Never mind I said anything. Just forget it.
What do you mean?
I said forget it.
So, what'd you get?
Well, I found out that the chief is being forced to resign, and I'm also pretty sure that Jackson is innocent.
Do you have any proof about Jackson?
No, not yet.
Okay, right about the chief.
But he wouldn't go on record.
Then don't quote him.